Alright, this is a print coming to a close here. It's been going for about 3 hours and 30 minutes so far. So you can see here on the video right here, you can see there's no brim, and a brim is an added part of the print that's put in around the outside edge to help adhesion. But as you can see, that is not in this case. It's just not required when printing in this fashion. There's no raft at all. There's no messy ass glue stick at all. You don't see any glue sticks smeared all over the place here. And it is printing at an angle. I purposely am printing at this angle because right here I didn't want this area to be straight across, because that would create a problem. There would have to be supports probably in this location, so I wanted to avoid any supports in here. So I angled it back and modified the printer or the model itself so that it would actually print in this angle. You can see here my extruder is the basic standard plastic body. This is the original plastic body. If you ever have problems with that arm, the lever, instead of replacing the whole thing, because then you got to do E-steps, you got to do calibrations, you got to check the gear, you got to do all of the blah blah blah. Just leave this body alone and change the lever if you have to. Because if you change the lever, you can purchase it from the supplier. It's never been installed, never been under stress, and it'll literally be brand new, out of the package, onto the printer for the next 5 years. There you go. We have the white Bowden tube here. You can see that, not the blue one. I don't use the blue tube. I print at about between 210 and 212 Celsius, so I don't need to change out the Bowden tube. We have our basic hot end here. Nothing about it's been changed. This is factory. No electronic gizmo here, as you can see, which would add weight, and frankly it's troublesome when you can just use the old school paper feeler gauge, okay, because it's dependable, because it's done by hand. So if you use human touch instead of CR touch, you're basically guaranteed to have a flat, level, and trammed bed as it's supposed to be. We've got the holder. This is the filament holder on the side, not way up here as some people do, because then they got to print arms and levers and guides and gizmos and pulleys to redirect the filament into the extruder. If you just simply mount it there on the side, it automatically goes into the extruder like that. See, no arms, no lever, nothing to add more friction to the motion of the filament. Okay, so it goes into the extruder through the Bowden tube, connected to this moving part, which is the print head, which is stock. It's basic, no frills, no bells and whistles. It's run-of-the-mill. But you know what? All it has to do is deliver filament right here on top, on the next layer up as you see it. Okay, pretty simple. Really quick here. Let's go right here to something else. What's that? A set point for the bed is 0. That's a 0 set point, meaning it's at room temperature. This is nozzle temperature at 210 Celsius. So the bed temperature is at room temperature. I've never needed and never will need to heat the bed. So when I don't heat the bed, I don't have to cool the bed. It literally comes from the carriage, remove the build plate, remove the mirror, the build plate from the carriage, take the part off over there, and then put another mirror in place and start another print within a couple minutes. No big deal. So no need to reinvent the wheel or make the printing process any more difficult than it is, because it's not. So basically just figure out on your part what you need to do to get it to stick as you see here. Again, no messy glue stick or anything like that. No brim, no wrap, no tape, no anything. There it is. And it's even angled up, angled back. Okay. That's all it takes. Right here. All right, happy printing.